Hey there gang, Dan from CreepyCreations here with a shout out to Nimblemonkey for this idea. Just a quick short video. I know, short video, but it is. Problem with our ship driving Skelly was his hands. Does that look like it holds a ship wheel? Absolutely not. So how do we take him from that to that? You can see we need to have the hand curved so that he can actually hold on to the handles on the ship's wheel. Here's the things you're going to need first of all. A pair of wire cutters, some cheap wire, and this is the stuff that you would use to wire up, say, a doorbell in your house or something like that. Very inexpensive. And if you want to make your movements, joints a little more permanent, some glue of some kind to hold them in place. And of course, your victim. Skeleton. Oh yeah, you're also going to need a drill with a very small drill bit. I've used a 1/16 inch. It's got to be just a little bit smaller than the diameter of the wire. Now because the pinky finger is so short, it doesn't really get to wrap around the end, so we're not going to do anything to that one. But the next finger in, we're going to start with that. So first thing you need to do is, ready for this? You got to break it. Now that we've got the broken off finger to work with, that's gotta hurt. We need to actually break each joint. So we're gonna start with the smallest one first, because that's the most finicky. If you can deal with that one, the rest are easy. And we'll break it. And it is plastic. And there we go. We've got the two ends broken off there. Now sometimes when you break it off, you'll see the little ends are a little bit frayed because of the way the plastic kind of breaks. So you can use your clippers just to trim the little rough bits off the edge there. Doesn't matter too much, but I just like to clean it up so we have a little bit cleaner joint. Now the fun part, sort of. We have to drill into the ends of the finger joints. So I'm going to very carefully drill a little hole, and you don't have to go in very far. That's probably enough for that, and I'll do the same on the other end. And there, we've got our two little holes. Now we need to cut off a little piece of wire. Doesn't have to be very long, just a little over 1/4 of an inch, between 1/4 and 3/8 of an inch. Doesn't have to be particularly accurate, but a little piece like that. And that is going to become our joint. So now you want to take that piece of wire and just kind of gently twist it and force it into the hole that you drilled. It doesn't have to go in very far, just a little ways, just like that, so it stays. Now we're going to take the other piece of the finger, the other hole in it, and press it in there and just gently twist back and forth. Once we've twisted and pushed enough, and there we've got it pressed together, and we now have a nice flexible finger joint there.
The cameraman apologizes for the focus. I'm still not used to using the new camera.
So now on to the next piece. We break that joint, and we start the process all over again. Clean up. A little drilling. Piece of wire. Oops. And two flexible pieces. Looking good, guys. Last part is to drill into the finger that's still attached to the hand. So we'll do that. Okay, you don't have to go in very far. And then last we will drill the matching hole into the piece of the finger that we broke off the end. And then I'll just grab a piece of wire. And again, same process here. We come on, you. Sharp pieces of wire sometimes a little difficult to keep a grip on. And that's put in the end. And now we will slowly work that in. And now we have a completely bendable, posable finger for him. So once you've done that, just repeat that same process for all the fingers that you want to adjust. I've actually used this piece of dowel just so I can kind of match it to the posts or the handles on the pirate ship's wheel, and because I want them to stay that way, I'm going to put a little drop of glue on each joint just to kind of hold it in place. And that's it. Just one thing to remember, do not try and use this technique if you're actually going to animate your skeleton. Those wires won't last a lot of bending back and forth because the wire will eventually break inside the insulation and then you'll just have floppy fingers. But if it's something that you just want to use to pose your skelly and have them stay that way for part of a static display, this will work really great. Again, thanks to Nimblemonkey for the idea. It's worked out awesome.